Now, Snerdley just told me during the break, he just heard that the Federal Reserve floated a $600 billion loan to a couple of European banks, or else it's going to be the end of the world. And that's true. However, that's the tip of the iceberg. You want the real number? You want the real number? Freedom of Information Act request to produce some information. It was on the Fox Business Channel last night between 7 and 8 o'clock. One of the Fox networks. 7.2 trillion has been spent and lent by the Federal Reserve to bail out banks all over the world since 2008. 7.2 trillion United States dollars printed by the Federal Reserve to bail out banks around the world since 2008. Yesterday, what you're talking about, Snerdley, what you're all agitated about, $600 billion was lent to the European Central Bank by the Fed to keep the banks open in the European Union, kick that can down the road 10 more days, because if those two major banks would have failed in financial world parlance, it would have been the end of the world. It would have started the end of the world. That's how they did it in 2008. Remember, it was going to be the end of the world if we don't do TARP. It's going to be the end of this if we don't do this. It's going to be the end of the U. It's going to be the end of the world financial system if we don't do this now. Look, so it's certainly, it's not $600 billion yesterday. It's $7.2 trillion since 2008 that the Fed. What is this? Nobody has any money. Where do you think this money is going? It's going to people who do not and have not worked. And it had better fail at some point. Otherwise, it's going to implode.